Hey, can you borrow me your pen? Did that sound a little off to you? It's a really subtle mistake, but it's one of those things that can make your English sound a bit unnatural. And honestly, most people don't even realize they're making it. The good news? There's a super simple way to fix it, and once you see it, you'll never get it wrong again. In this video, we're going to break down the real difference between borrow and lend from both the giver's and the receiver's point of view, so you can speak with total confidence. Let's start with what most people get wrong, and I promise by the end of this, you'll be an expert. Section 1. The core problem. It's all about perspective. The whole mix-up between borrow and lend comes down to one simple thing: perspective. Are you the person giving the item, or are you the person taking it? Both words describe the exact same situation, just from opposite sides. Think of it like a photograph. You can take a picture of a friend, and at the same time, your friend is having their picture taken. Same event, two different actions, two different points of view. Here's the single most important rule to remember, the one thing that makes it all click. Lend means to give. Borrow means to take. That's it. Seriously, if you can burn that into your brain, you're already 90% of the way there. The person who gives is the lender. The person who takes is the borrower. Every single time. The action of giving is lending. The action of taking is borrowing.
So when we look back at that first sentence, can you borrow me your pen? It just doesn't work. It's asking, can you take me your pen? Which makes zero sense. The person with the pen needs to give it, not take it.
Section 2. Let's master borrow. The receiver's word. Okay, let's focus on borrow. Borrow is the word for the person who is receiving something, the person who is taking something for a little while. Basically, it means to take something from someone else, planning to give it back. The key action here is taking. Because you are taking the item from someone, the sentence usually looks like this. You borrow the thing from the person. Let's look at some super clear examples. May I borrow your umbrella? Here, I am the one who wants to take the umbrella. I need to borrow a book from the library. I am taking the book from the library. She borrowed a dress from her sister for the wedding. She took a dress from her sister. See that little word from? It's your best friend when you're using borrow. It shows the direction the item is moving, from someone to the borrower. What about the past tense? Borrow is a regular verb, which is great news. You just add ed to make it borrowed. Yesterday, I borrowed my dad's car to go to the beach. Mark borrowed $20 from me to buy lunch. In all of these sentences, the subject, the one doing the action, is the person receiving the item. I borrow, you borrow, they borrow, the borrower is the taker. Simple as that. Section 3. Let's master lend, the giver's word. Now, let's flip it. Lend is the word for the giver. It means to give something to someone for a short time, expecting to get it back. The key action is giving. Because you are giving the item to someone, the structure usually looks like this. You lend the thing to the person. Or you lend the person the thing. Both of these work perfectly. Let's see it in action. Could you lend me your car for the weekend? You are the one I'm asking to give the car. The bank agreed to lend the company $1 million. The bank is doing the giving. I can lend my textbook to Gregor. I can lend Gregor my textbook. See how that works? Both of those last two are perfect. You can put the person first, or you can put the item first and use the word to. Now, the past tense. Be careful here. Lend is an irregular verb. The past tense of lend is lent, not lended. It's one of those tricky ones you just have to remember. Yesterday, she lent me her lecture notes. The bank lent them the money at a high interest rate. I lent my favorite jacket to my friend, and I really hope I get it back. In all these cases, the subject of the sentence is the giver. The lender is the one who gives. Section 4. The head-to-head comparison. The best way to make this stick is to see them side by side. Let's imagine a simple scenario. Sarah has a book and Mark wants to use it. From Mark's perspective, the taker. Mark needs to borrow the book from Sarah. Mark asks Sarah, "Can I borrow your book?" From Sarah's perspective, the giver, Sarah can lend the book to Mark. Sarah might say, "Sure, I can lend you my book." It's the same event, just described from two different points of view. The word you pick depends entirely on who the subject of your sentence is. So, let's go back to our original crime scene. Can you borrow me your pen? Why is it so wrong? The subject is you, the person holding the pen. But the verb you're asking them to do is borrow, which means take. You're asking them to take their own pen. For you? It's a total contradiction. Here are the two correct, natural-sounding ways to ask. Can you lend me your pen? You're asking the giver to do the action of giving. Can I borrow your pen? You're making yourself the subject, the taker, doing the action of taking. Both are perfect, polite, and sound completely natural. Section 5. Beyond borrow and lend. A quick note on loan. Hey, just one more quick thing. Let's talk about the word loan. In modern English, loan is almost always used as a noun. It is the thing that is being lent, especially money. The bank lends money. What you get from the bank is a loan. I need to ask the bank for a loan to buy a house. She took out a personal loan to pay for her tuition. Now you might hear some people, especially in American English, use loan as a verb just like lend. Can you loan me $5? While it's not strictly wrong in casual speech, it's much safer and more universal to use lend as the verb and loan as the noun, especially when you want to sound clear and correct. Section 6. The quiz. Time to test yourself. Alright, ready to put this to the test? I'm going to show you a sentence with a blank. You decide if it should be borrow or lend. I'll give you a second to think. Question 1. Could you please lend me your headphones? I left mine at home. Answer, lend. The subject is you, the giver. Could you give me your headphones? Question 2. I had to a suit from my brother for the job interview. Answer, borrow. The subject is I, the taker. I had to take a suit from my brother. Question 3. The library won't you more than 5 books at a time. Answer, lend. The subject is the library, which is the giver. The library won't give you more than 5 books. Question 4. My car is in the shop. Do you think I could yours for the evening? Answer, borrow. The subject is I, the taker. Do you think I could take yours? Question 5. Past tense. She her car to a friend and it came back with a new scratch. Answer, lent. The subject is she, the giver, and it's in the past tense of lend. Question 6. He asked if he could my notes because he missed the last class. Answer, borrow. The subject of the action is he, the one who wants to take the notes. Question 7. Are you willing to your expertise to our team for this project? Answer, lend. Great example. You can lend things that aren't physical objects. You are the one giving your expertise. So, that's really all there is to it. The difference is all about perspective. Just ask yourself, who's the subject of my sentence? Are they giving or are they taking? If they're giving, use lend. If they're taking, use borrow. Givers lend and takers borrow. Master that, and you'll never mix these up again. You'll sound more natural, more fluent, and way more confident in your English. If this video finally made the difference click for you, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out, and for more simple, clear English lessons just like this one, make sure you subscribe. Now for a final challenge, Drop a sentence in the comments below using either borrow or lend correctly. I'd love to see what you come up with. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.